All the people who followed the shadow and saw him dying have resurrected in the city. They all died at the hands of the boss monster. They were immediately killed by the water column just upon entering the swamp. After bearing their great loss, their gang leader expressed a desire to continue hunting the boss monster. Shadow has resurrected and reached the boss's territory. He noticed that there is more loot and lifespan than before. He asked Little Black about extra loot. She told him that after he died, some people challenged the boss and were killed by him. Shadow was laughing because players had overestimated their own strength. Many players have suffered because of this boss monster. Shadow was standing far away from the boss monster. He knows that after the boss's health drops below half, it can disappear and reappear very far away, making it difficult for a normal player to defeat it. But it wasn't difficult for him. He activated his skills and threw a poison dart skill. Since the boss can't see the player, he doesn't expect the attack, which landed on the weak spot, Ghost Bell. After taking damage, the boss started to move again, but he couldn't see Shadow. He started to attack the wide area. Shadow was aware of all his attacks, as he had seen them before. He attacked the boss with his skills. Instance Shadow Slash, which was a powerful attack. The players who had died before has returned again. They were not happy to see Shadow as he was fighting the boss. Little Black saw them. She thought they might cause trouble if he didn't stop them. As Shadow was about to kill the boss, she had to prevent them from getting close to Shadow. He began to cast a spell. It looked like a lightning spell. She gathered the lightning on his staff. She cast a spell on them. 2 of their team members were caught in the electric attack. Everyone else was shocked to see this. Their boss was one of them. He couldn't see where the attack came from. One of the members told him that the magic girl had attacked him. The boss was angry, and he wanted to catch the girl. She didn't expect that her attack wouldn't harm the players much. She got scared and ran away from there. People started chasing the girl to kill her. Someone were watching while hiding. They are players. These people look like bad guys. There were dark circles under their eyes. Shadow was focused on the boss. He was dodging his attack. He was looking for an opportunity to kill him. Although this was only a level 5 boss monster, killing it alone was still quite difficult. He began to advance towards it. The fight lasted a very long time, and many people were attracted to watch. There was a group of people on the cliff. He realized they were the ones who died from the boss monster. While there was another group hidden in the forest, it seemed they were waiting to kill him and steal his loot after he killed the boss. The boss took his last breath before dying. The boss's crops had started to disappear. Finally, he killed the boss monster. He was hiding in the shadows because there were players waiting for him there. An announcement was made on the server. The first gold-grade monster was killed. The players were shocked as the game had only been out for a few days, and the shadow had killed the gold-grade boss monster. Wang Ming was astonished. Just recently, Shadow was fighting with the bronze monster, and within a short span, he had single-handedly killed the gold monster. Quan Xian thinks that if she finds the shadow and asks him to take her along, maybe she could find Song Fei. The boss monster has dropped a lot of loot, but Shadow was using his skills to hide. The players hidden in the forest realized this, and the leader asked his member to use his skills to find the shadow. The player used his bow and was ready to shoot arrows at the sky. The skill he used was Phantom Horned Eagle, which was in the form of a bird. It was flying in the sky and began to search for those players who were hiding using stealth skills. The shadow didn't expect them to have anti-invisibility skills, but he thought they were prepared. But this wouldn't work against him because his skills were superior to their detection skills. The player informed his leader that there was no one in the area, as he believed the shadow had fled from there. The players were laughing, thinking that the shadow was scared of them. They began to slowly move towards the loot, as many players were hidden and waiting for the attack. They just had to wait for 5 minutes, and the loot would be there. They were happy and smiling, thinking they had hit the jackpot without fighting the boss monster. But there was black smoke in the area. As they moved forward, the shadow attacked them and started killing them. They couldn't even understand what was happening, but the shadow killed everyone. The players dropped the loot, but Shadow couldn't see Little Black anywhere. As he thought, it would be better to gather loot from both the players and the boss monster. Before gathering, he thought he needed to upgrade his greedy hand skill. He upgraded the skill to Epic Rank. Now he would have a chance to get 300% extra loot. He collected all the light balls in front of him, as he could gather them together. He activated his greedy hand skill and gathered them together. As the reward was very good, light spread through the forest. He got 3 times more loot than usual. He got 2 ghost bells, which was a special item. He didn't expect to get 2 bells. If he used the bell, he wouldn't lose any lifetime, even if he died. He got a call from a Little Black as she was asking for help. He asked where is she right now, but the call ended. Today's episode has ended. See you all in next episode.